guys, I'm Jeffrey Kevin with Decorating Happily Ever After. Please like and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. I would really appreciate it. Well, it's getting close to Valentine's, so I've set a pretty pink Valentine's tablescape. I'm using Valentine dishes along with lots of romantic accents and a pink color scheme. So let's take a look around the table. For today's pretty pink tablescape, I'm using this adorable pink polka dot tablecloth. I found this a couple years ago on eBay, and I also have a red one. I'm going to pair with it my silver chargers. I got these a while back at Dollar Tree. They may appear gold in the video. The gold chandelier reflects in them, I noticed, and they sort of have a platinum or gold hue, but they are silver. I'm going to use these pink dinner plates. They have a scalloped edge with little dots. I got these this year at Hobby Lobby. They also had a red version, but I had some very similar plates to those, so I just decided to get the pink. I thought those would be great for Valentine's. I have this wonderful set of Valentine's dessert plates. They're by Royal Daulton. I bought these a number of years ago from eBay. Each one of them has a different Valentine scene. This one has a little cherub playing the mandolin, and there's little rosettes that go around the edge. And I'll show you the other scenes, but they're each different, and they're perfect for Valentine's. I'm going to be using my crystal knife rest along with my mother of pearl flatware that I recently picked up from Amazon. I'm going to be using pink glasses. These are by Pioneer Woman. They have little curlicues and roses on them. They make me think of depression glass or pressed glass. And I'm going to pair with them these glasses that have white roses on them. These were a thrift store find. This is a pink teacup from my teacup collection. Today I'm using various patterns of teacups and just mixing them. But this is an all pink, lovely little teacup that I bought years ago at an antique shop. I'm going to use my pink cupcake stands. I bought these at Hobby Lobby a while ago, and I also have these adorable little cupcakes. They're low-calorie foam, and I got these from Dollar Tree. I'm using pink dinner napkins along with porcelain napkin rings that have pastel-colored roses on them. Today for my centerpiece, I'm using my favorite bisque cherub. He is holding an urn. I got him years ago at an antique shop. He's one of my favorites. And I've just put some silk roses in him today. I would have liked to have done fresh roses, but quick weather update, guys. We are still snowed in. I couldn't get out. We've been snowed in for almost 2 weeks. I am in northwest Tennessee. We got about a foot of snow and then a few days later a heavy crust of ice. But we didn't get the worst of it. People that are in East Tennessee, many of those folks are still without power. But our power stayed on, heat stayed on, but it has been a nuisance. We've been snowed in, so there was no going out for flowers today, but I had a couple bouquets of these pretty pink roses, and I just cut them up. It's kind of difficult to find good bouquets of silk flowers. A lot of the silk flowers you see are for funeral work and cemetery use, and I don't do that sort of thing. But I understand people want the cheaper quality for out at the grave because they're going to fade. But these are a better quality, and it's a little harder to find, but if you look, you can find good quality bushes and flower stems that have prettier blooms. But I've just put those here in my little cherub, and on each side I'm using some vintage double arm candlesticks that I've put pink candles in. And you guys know I love to use lustres on my tablescape, and this is a pair from upstairs. These normally reside in my room, and they are the pink opaline. They are the taller size. They're about 16 inches tall, and these are older. These are probably from around the 1860s, and they've got pretty prisms. And these, for those of you not familiar, they're really mantle decorations, but I like to use them all over the house and on tablescapes as well. But if you want to learn more about lustres, I do have a video on those if you want to see my collection and learn more about them. And here at this corner, I've put a pretty tea set. This tea set has pink cabbage roses with a sugar and creamer and a little ruffly edge. I think it's so pretty. I've had that for a long time. And I've brought down some of my favorite little romantical porcelain pieces to go here for Valentine's. This is a unique little hand vase. It has little porcelain rosettes, and then as you can see there at the base, there's a hand with a little rosette bracelet, and I think that's so sweet. I got that ages ago from an antique shop, and I think that's really sweet. Hand motifs were really popular during the Victorian era, and I like things that have hands. And same here with this little card. This is a little vintage style card with the hand holding the rose. But I have a number of things that have hands on them, but that was a popular motif. Here's another one of my teacups. This one has pink roses and that pink background, and I've just used different patterns. I'll show you the others. And here we've got another scene. This is a lady in a romantic pose, and those are, like I said, Royal Daulton. This is a really sweet set of turtle doves, love doves, I guess. And Mother found me these at a thrift store, and I think they're so perfect. I knew when she brought them home I would use those for Valentines for sure. But I think those are really sweet. I believe they're homemade ceramics, but they're perfect for this table. I've put more of my collection of little Valentines. Here's a little cherub. Most of these are reproductions, but I do have some vintage ones. Most of my vintage ones, though, are in albums. And this is another heart-shaped card that I've laid here on the table with the cabbage roses. This is a sweet little cherub. He's pushing a wheelbarrow. I think it's so sweet with the rosettes. And he normally resides in my bathroom upstairs. This is one of my all-time favorite cherubs. I use this almost every Valentine's. You guys have, I'm sure, seen it before. But he is bisque, and you can see there he has the flame of love. Cupid is warming his hands by the flame of love. And I think that's so sweet. I bought that too at an antique shop. Now here is a rather regal lady. She is standing, and beside her is a peacock. I don't know if you can see that there on the side. And I also got that at an antique shop. I have that upstairs with my porcelain collection. I thought that this little doll would be sweet on the table. She's all pink and has a little muff, and she is on a little stand, a little box base that is covered and matches her dress, and she, when wound up, will spin around. She turns around and around and plays music. But I thought that would be sweet for our romantical table today. This is one of my tidbit trays. Mother found this for me too, guys, at a thrift store. It has a pretty pink pattern, and I've put more of my low-calorie foam cupcakes on there. The only cupcakes that are safe around me. But I thought this was such a pretty pattern. I don't know what the pattern is, but I have a large collection of tidbit trays. I've got the ones that go with my Old Country Roses. I've got some with pink periwinkles. I've got ones with fruit. I need to do a video sometime and show you my collection of tidbit trays, but I have one for almost every occasion. And this is another little sweet porcelain cherub. He's holding a little vase. And Mother found me that too at a thrift store. She knows to keep an eye out for cherubs, because I buy all the little cherub babies that I can find. And here we have another scene. This is another little courting couple, and it's got the roses going around the edge. At this corner of the table, I've used my pink Mosier cake stand, and I set this lemonade jar. It's actually a reproduction of what they call pub jars, but you could put lemonade or really whatever beverage you want, but the pink coloring was perfect. And I've set another little vintage style card there. It's a boot with roses. And I have a green one. You guys may remember I have a green version of this particular pub jar too. And I've just put some more little Valentines around on the table. Here's another one of the teacups. It has pink and little stripes with roses, and it's pearlized on the inside. And this is another little sweet hand vase. This is a smaller one, but it too has the hand with the little rosettes. I think that's so precious. Here I've got another vintage style card with a little couple driving a vintage, I guess, T model perhaps. I think that's really sweet. This is a little vintage box. It's got the reclining cherub. Mother got me that at the thrift store too. I think that's so cute. You guys know I like to use a silent butler, and this was the perfect choice. It's the courting couples. It's pink with all the courting couples. And for those of you not familiar with silent butlers, they're basically to brush your crumbs from the table in. But I have a video on those too if you want to see my collection. Here's another little teacup. It's got roses on it. And this little scene on this plate has some children. And we'll go over here to this one. It too has little children on it. I think those are so pretty for Valentine's. You could use them any time of year, but they have that sort of Valentine look with the vintage style. And I've got a few more Valentines here. And we'll go around this way. You guys may have seen my video. This is my vintage style Valentine's chocolates box. And I made this only about a week ago. And I have a red one already, and I wanted to do a pink one. But this reminds me of the vintage candy boxes from when I was a kid. They had lace and ruffles and plastic roses. Now mine is a bit of an upgrade. No plastic roses here. But I've got the ruched satin along with lace and pink ribbons and pink roses. But I think those are so fun. It's a shame they don't make those anymore. If they did, people would definitely buy them. But if you want to see my video, the how-to, I will put it up at the end of this video, and you can make one of your very own. This tablescape was a bit of a disappointment for Mother. She loves red. And she said, "Oh, you're not going to do red?" I said, "No, this year I'm going to do pink." But I try to rotate my color scheme. Last year, if you guys remember, I did a pink and red. And the year before that, I did all red. So this was the pink year. And next year, I will do a red table. But I like to go back and forth. Sometimes it's hard for me to decide because I love pink and I love red too. And so some years I use them together. Some years I'll do one or the other. But this year was the pink year. So this is for all of my pink lovers. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up and share it with a friend. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, Decorating Happily Ever After, and turn on the notifications bell so you never miss a video. I'm Jeffrey Kevin, wishing you a happy Valentine's Day. Bye-bye.